on the Palouse, Coach. You swept the Bay Area schools. You blow out Cal, a triple overtime classic against Stanford. Cougar basketball is flying high right now with momentum. National Player of the Year, the obviously Pac Player of the Week, I should say National Player of the Week in Noah Williams, and one of the all-time great performances is back-to-back games that you'll ever see in college basketball, ever.
Without a doubt.
Incredible.
He was better against Cal than he was against Stanford.
He almost had a triple-double.
It was insane. So, I can't say I saw that coming, but really proud of him. He's always said he's a really good competitor, and he kind of did what we needed to do, and he's fearless, and it's not always perfect, but doggone it, he's a winner.
And that's the key, right? I mean, it's great to put up big numbers, but you win the game. That's the whole thing.
No, you know what? Noah's pretty good that way. He will compete to win. Both ends of the floor, and like I said, proud to be a Coug.
It's amazing. Also, this was all done, and I don't mean this in a knock. I mean this in a positive. Your leading scorer wasn't in the game.
I know.
I mean, an all-Pac level player, who's been 4 assists, 4 rebounds, about 20 points a game. Isaac Bonton's been out.
I know, and I tell you, we miss him more on the defensive end.
Yeah.
There's quickness, and I shouldn't say more. I mean, as equal. I don't think people, the common observer, would know that. But I'd like to get it out there. Like the guy guards too, and really cements our defense at the top of the floor. And
he leads the league. He led the league in steals. I didn't check because he didn't play, but he had been number 1 in the pack.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So, and he can guard. He'll keep guys in front. Some guys that get steals are playing the ball all the time. He's not that guy. So, to carry the scoring load he does and defend on the other side, I mean, he's a great two-way player, and we're able to get some other guys step up and help. And really proud of our guys. You're actually looking to lead the league individually back-to-back years. CJ led the league in steals last year, 1.7, okay. And you may I would get Isaac back going and rack up about 10 this weekend. That'd be good. Yeah. Hey, did you? I know you're not on the Twitter. The Twitter. Yeah. Whatever that thing is. Yeah. Which has its positives, but also has its obvious challenges. I prefer just go neutral. Good for you. I think I totally get it. But my question is, do you ever get shown tweets? Oh, sure. Did you see Isaac's tweet about? And then and I saw you noted it, or you discussed it a little bit in your press conference. I wanted to expand on it here with a little bit more time. What was your thought on that tweet? Have you talked to Isaac about next year or later this year and all that stuff? We've spoken, and we're staying on the game plan. It was like because we kind of meet a couple times a year. We check on our team goals, individual goals, how he's doing, and he's been doing really well. And and I talked to his parents when they came over here and that stuff. And I said, look, let's lay out all the information, see what's the best decision for him, and he'll have some good options, and I think coming back here is a great option. Believe me, college is great. Yes, yes, it is. I told you, my dad told me, the last thing he told me, he dropped me out of college, this is the best time of your life. Don't blow it. Yeah. I listened. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. I enjoy college. Good for you. So that's sometimes hard to, and sometimes financially you can't say no. Like CJ got guaranteed money, life-changing money, and, that's probably, you can't say no, but, I'm sure he'd love to be playing 35 minutes a game every night in the Pac. As far as just that part. But, life gets in the way sometimes. Yeah. So discussions to be had. How's he feeling? I mean, I would feel pretty comfortable. We'll get him this weekend at some point. Okay. He seems good spirits, and he did both ankles, and he's had an upper leg thing too. Yeah. The guy played. I always got to tell him that cut back on your workload, because he's in the gym. He's a gym rat, and he's in there all the time. And that's not a lot of times you got to worry about those guys getting the 5th metatarsal, the basketball Jones break, and because they're on their feet all the time. So, but it's hard to discourage guys from working on their game. Yeah, and it showed. I mean, he's been better in pack play than he was in non-conference. He ran the table in non-conference, so the team won the games, but he's been more efficient. That's indisputable. He's definitely been really good in league. Speaking of guys who have really flipped a switch, there are 2 of them. One of them is Jazz Kuntz, who's probably playing his best ball For sure.
in his
Without
whole career.
doubt.
And then Yaki. Yaki, you shut him down. He had the groin.
Mm-hmm.
You shut him down. Since he has come back, you've kind of slowly reintegrated him minutes-wise, and he's been really good.
Yeah, no, I think that's as much as anything probably hit the wall a little bit being a freshman. The groin hurts a little more when you're not making as many shots. That's usually how that works. Like, hey, what's wrong? And it's like, you know what? It's part of the process. And I told our staff, I said, hey, we got 8 out of 10 on the road. We got some freshmen playing. Don't overreact to that. And he was dinged up, and he's come back and maybe that's the growth part of this is without Isaac, he's assumed a lot more of the ball handling responsibilities, and he had 18 assists in 2 games, and I think that was going to come along anyway because to get in the lineup for our program, you got to defend, rebound, take care of the ball. I'm sure you're tired, but like he is good in all 3 areas. He's good and getting better, and once you get to a certain level where you're confident in that, and then okay, I got this. And now the offensive stuff started. I was even saying like Ryan at the beginning of the year, same deal. Couldn't make a shot, but he just, and then he started to get comfortable doing that, and it's kind of a little slower roll for most guys, but they're doing it.
I think it's probably, I mean, you are used to saying it, and you're used to emphasizing it, but for the point production that guys are coming out with, it really is worth noting. From what I've heard you say and what I've watched in practice, it really is defense first. I mean,
100%.
You will red light somebody if they're not guarding. Yeah. But you give them a green light when they are. And Isaac's leading the league in steals. Well, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
and Noah's a great defender.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like almost because even though you could have a really good scorer in your program, and the metrics will bear out that we're getting crushed when he's on the floor.
Yeah,
it's just right. It's like. Because there's really a certain threshold you have to reach in those 3 areas. You might be okay. You could be good in 2 and maybe not good in 1, but it's really those 3 areas. And they don't – there's certain talents, but that's a lot of the ticker and being diligent, caring a lot, and defending, playing hard. Yeah. And then you're getting quality minutes from guys. And to be that young is what young we are, and we've been pretty good defensively, very good. And then we're really coming on rebounding. And hopefully, we had 1 game where we didn't turn it over. When we got our hands full this weekend. So on the road and Arizona State, they just thrive on turning you over, and Arizona's quick too. So we're going to be challenged.
The next segment, we'll go a little more specific. Cal and Stanford games. The most recent announcement was that you're playing 3 in the desert.
Yeah,
you're playing Thursday, Saturday, Monday. The rare back-to-back, rare to they did do it. I was looking back in the record books.
You're kidding me.
No, in like 1930 something, 20 something.
Jeez.
There's some back-to-backs, but it wasn't at ASU because they weren't in the league.
Yeah.
It wasn't
gotcha.
that. So I got to go check the last time.
Back-to-back on the road.
I got to confirm it. I got to go back and check.
I think we're history making here.
I
think the Pac-12 office is gone. I asked for it. I wanted some history making scheduling. Well, I don't know any. I want to make sure we'd be the first team to play 3 in a row on the road to finish the season, and 2 in a row. Yeah, 2 in a row at ASU.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if there's a Power 5 team that's done it. So I told our team we're going to be we're the first.
Yeah.
And we are pumped to have this opportunity.
Yeah. Well, you've got yourself a huge net opportunity, like in the net rankings.
Absolutely. Crack the top 100.
You're in it right now. You're 92 or something?
Something like 95. I'll take 92.
Well, I think it kind of
it goes maybe it rose with SC's win.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
I got to check it.
You know, 92. I'll take it.
I think that maybe it was Ken Palm. Maybe it was the Ken Palm. The 92.
Yeah, we're in there. Top 100 in both, which is great.
Yeah.
And we got three toughies. Coming at us. So
hard place to win. Really hard places to win. And then like what is it? 9 days home before Vegas. Or 7?
Something like that. It's a lot.
7 or 8. It's kind of this long.
We originally – it was weird because that UW game when we had was scheduled for a week from Saturday. Mm-hmm. And that was a great spot because you're going to have a week off, get prepared, play UW, then go down to Vegas on, Wednesday or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And it was in a good spot, but they moved that game up, and we assumed it was going to be so they get Arizona State up here for this week.
Oh, okay.
Of play us in Washington.
Right, because you got the time.
Yeah, and so we decided, you know what? Let's just play 3 down there. It's just better. We'll just get 9 days off. We're gonna, I'm thinking about. I hope Pat doesn't mind, but I was gonna stay behind and stay at the resort.
You tee it up a little bit.
I was thinking about that too. little poolside action because there are guys. They
I
need
don't
a couple
believe you.
days.
I don't believe you for a second right now.
No,
None of it.
Actually,
None of it.
my dad's coming over from the desert. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking,
Yeah,
because I didn't.
sure.
I wasn't anticipating the 11-day layoff.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about, hey, you know what? Maybe drive back with my dad. I can play a little.
This is
get some sun. I need the vitamin D.
fiction. This is all fiction.
I need the vitamin D.
Maybe after. Maybe I'll tell you what. I'll see you there in May. Baseball. Now I'll be down there for baseball. You can come on down and catch some Cougar
Phoenix?
baseball. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Scott's. Scott's.
I might do that.
Yeah,
Big Green's my guy. I might.
BG's got a series in ASU.
Hey,
we'll be down.
And they keep shutting us down from recruiting. I'm not crying. I'm not whining. I'm like, hey, we can't go on the road.
Well, I'll put you to work down there. We'll do a baseball broadcast.
Can I sit in the booth?
Yeah, of course you can. You can sit in the booth.
Do you have a color guy, or can I do that?
So funny you mentioned that. For that series, this is not precluding you from me putting you to
we're
work.
gonna be a 3-man booth.
Yeah, we'll do 3-man booth.
Who else in the Pac-12 has a 3-man
There
booth
is
for the
no
baseball?
one, no
Yes.
one, and I might be the only one traveling for baseball. That's TBD. But Mike Kincaid is going to be on. I think that series. He lives down there. Coug Hall of Famer, great guy. He used to live in Pullman. His kid, he was here this past weekend. We saw that baseball facility.
And he qualified. Great
guy, but big leaguer, 6-year big leaguer.
You can talk to my agent.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I want to make sure I get enough.
I'll have my people talk to your people.
But I'm excited about that.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm excited about when do we get a home game here
for baseball?
Yeah,
it's 15 more games or something because it's just it's cold.
Very well.
Yes,
I know. When I got the job here, I went and watched UCLA, Washington State on April 1st at 31 degrees.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
it was a wind blowing in. It was. I was like, I felt anyone that didn't. You hit that thing on the handle, that was going to be a hard
stinger.
Yeah, it was a stinger.
That's a stinger. Yeah, they looked really good to start. By the way, won 3 or 4 and played Dixie State coming up.
Can I tell you something? My wife's all excited about baseball.
Great.
She's like, we went 4-0 this weekend, and I was like, great. I text BG, great start.
Oh, what did he?
We took 3 out of 4. We'll take that every time. Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie. And I was like, and then I hit him. I said, how many hit by pitch do we have? And he's like, not enough.
Yeah.
You sound a little down. And it's hard to get that guy down, but 3-1.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah,
he did great. And listen, Katie was excited that she got to go see a basketball game in person.
Yeah.
That's phase 2. It was phase 2, and the final week they got to see the best week of basketball you could ever hope for with Cal and Stanford this past week.
No, she was animated. I'm telling you, I got a bad rap.
Talk to me.
Everyone thinks I was a maniac during the Stanford game, but if you really watched closely, I'm telling you, it was the calmest I've ever been until the 5-second call. I might have.
Have you seen the GIF?
Oh yeah, I'm so proud. I'm a GIF or a meme, whichever.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's like.
I mean, that lives forever. Coach.
That's awesome. I'm like, hey, you got a GIF yet?
No,
well,
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it takes.
Incredible.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get courtside and throw a headset.
I love it.
There was an analyst who is a legend, and I don't know if he still does, but the Cincinnati Bearcat analyst, the old Bearcat analyst, he got thrown out of a game. Double Tech got thrown out of a game.
Awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
Was that Huggins guy, or was it Mick's guy?
Oh gosh, I think it was Mick. I think it was,
Mick.
but I could have been Huggins. So way back, Chuck May.
It sounds like Huggins guy. Let's be honest. Huggins would not. He'd be pumping fists. He'd be like, yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
That's when you're all in. When you get a double tech
as the radio guy,
throwing the headset down, throwing it on the court. I would like to see you like whip it around the court like a lasso. I'm trying to lasso Tony Padilla.
Could you imagine?
I love it.
I would
from the rafters. You and Elo.
Oh, all right. Let's talk Cal Stanford next. Let's talk Cal Stanford. We're talking buckets here with Kyle Smith. We'll get to questions. We'll get trivia. I ran these questions by my wife today. They are approved. Oh yeah, get the soup check. Get the soup.
They
get
gave
the
me a couple. All
right, we'll take a break. Jake, hit the break, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Good.
Okay.
I got to get my.
And I want to dive a little bit deeper here into Cal Stanford before we go to Twitter questions, before we go to trivia. You had the 32 points, 9 boards, 7 assists from Noah Williams. But Yaki had 11, 7 boards, and 9 assists. You had a 6'8" point guard dishing 9 assists, which is a very, very high number. 6 leads the league, and that's a high number.
Yep.
9's uncommon.
Yeah.
And then, as a team, you had 22 assists and 7 turnovers. You had 22 assists on 30 makes. And
Who was that team?
That's right. I mean,
I agree. I mean, our assist totals have been going up, which is good.
Fantastic.
And we've got about 4 guys with a positive assist to turnover in the league, which is good. Our turnover number's still too high, and I was kind of bummed because I was 22 turnovers against Stanford. We played 55 minutes. I did in my head. I was like, it's like a 16, 17 turnover game.
Yeah.
Too many. But getting there.
Yeah. Well, hey, the results.
29 over the weekend. That's good for us.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Effie had 10 and 8 against Cal, 25 minutes. He's been really good.
Been consistent.
Yep. And then DJ had 11. He hit 2 threes against the Cal.
No, he actually played really well. He actually played well against Stanford too, but he didn't make shots. But he was just on the glass, and we really did a great job on the offensive rebounding. And even though I think he had 6 or 7, but he really he creates other opportunities for other guys on the glass, and a good defender and tough nosed.
So Stanford game, the box score will not reflect the quality of defense that Jazz Kuntz had on Oscar da Silva. I mean, Oscar da Silva is not a good player; he's a great player.
Yes,
and could be the best player in the league.
Yep.
And he didn't do anything in regulation, or I should say in the first half.
Yep.
He was sitting on the bench with a couple fouls. And Jazz, you said Jazz is going to start. He's going to play against Oscar. He was fantastic.
He did an awesome job, and he's been, like I said, I don't know if you mentioned before the show or during the show. I think it was before the show. I'm a little tired.
No.
I said Jazz is really coming to his own.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the prototype of the guy we talk about. Attitude, work ethic, guys who really want to be here, and he's a good student. He's a great student. He's just uber responsible person, good leader, and he was always, obviously new head coach, and felt like he was a little skittish last year, and that's natural. And even at the beginning of this year, I was like, he got hurt, but then even against Arizona, we started league, and it's a little on me that it's like he didn't have a good game against Arizona. I was like, and then we're trying to work. It's too many guys, and they played really well against Cal, and he's in and out, and then he's just too good not to play, and he gives us really flexibility defensively. Like I said, he can guard Oscar da Silva. He can switch on ball screens. He's really smart there. And then he's making shots, and he's playing with a nice confidence and belief, and he plays hard, and it's really nice to see it pay off.
Yeah, so Stanford doubles the post every time.
Every time.
No matter what, and you kind of figure out how to react to that. And Deshaun and Effie later were kind of figuring it out there later in the game. And,
they did a great job. That was growth there because they're rendered them somewhat useless in the first game. It's like, whoa, don't throw it in there because we're not on the road second game. So that was good that they can handle it. And Deshaun's actually – both of them got a lot better, but Deshaun, I think, can be a guy that, like I said, they're complement each other. You can keep F.A. on the perimeter. He'll shoot the ball better, and he'll crash and then play out of the low post with Deshaun because I think he can beat a double team, and he's hard to cover one-on-one. So something to look forward to.
Now, hanging out there, I don't know if it's mathematically possible because the percentages, there's so many variables with 2 or 3 games left in the week.
Yeah.
But this year, the PAC tournament bracket is different than any other year.
Yeah.
Because Arizona's ineligible.
Yep.
So the 5 seed also gets a bye.
Yep.
So you've got the 3 games on the first day.
Yeah. And
then you've got the 4-5 game on the second day. But the 5 gets that bye, which is very weird. And you're still in. You can get there. Yeah, I think you can get there.
I have no earthly idea how that's all going to shake out. Yeah, because I haven't looked.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to figure out.
Not sure I believe that, but that's okay.
Well, honestly, I got John. He'll tell me. But I was just trying to figure out how they're going to, evaluate our 9 home games, 11 road games.
Right. Well, that's fair too.
And factor in the net versus Arizona State 10 home 7 road. So do they? We're going just winning percentage. I'm sure it's written in there because we're very Pac-12 is very protocol, very. So I'm sure they got lit in there, but I haven't done a deep dive. I'm just concentrating on Arizona.
And it's such a great point. I mean, if there ever was a year to go away from just a win percentage.
Net or Ken Palm seems like it would be.
Weigh
That would be
the
a
road-
tiebreaker. Yeah, it seems like and it would reward
the two road games.
And non-conference, play and stuff like that. Whatever.
Right.
It would actually they should always do it. Probably, to be honest.
Well, in any other year, though,
you play everyone the
same number of games. So in theory, it shouldn't matter. But this year matters a lot.
Yeah.
It matters. Colgate is still 13 in the net. They're still 13 in the net.
I love Matt Lengel and Dave Klatsky, and if they put it online or do your tweeter.
Yeah.
Love him to death, but good God.
Well, it's.
I said that we found the glitch.
I think we did. I think because I like the Nets. The Net's pretty solid.
The Net's very similar to Ken Palm, but I'm trying to figure out.
It's like they
you
broke
realize
it.
You realize the Patriot League is playing in pods, so I think they've only played Holy Cross, Army, and BU.
Yeah, they played like 4 teams. And
I think it's 3. I think they played them 4 times or 5 times. It's like, okay.
They're 11-1.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're cruising for a 4 seed.
Yeah. What was our bet? I
was wrong. It was too high. We didn't wager. You were right, and I was wrong.
Okay.
You
were really into the net.
So here's the thing.
You were really into the net.
I liked if they want to go with the net, like if they want to pump the net, and the travel. In this year, there's no travel.
Yeah.
So a lot of seeding has to do with protecting teams.
Sure. We're going to protect Colgate, the Red Raiders? They're not the Red Raiders anymore. They had to change that. That wasn't politically correct.
Is that right? I don't know. No, that's Cornell.
Raiders is out.
Cornell's a big red. So there's
I don't know what they're called now.
I got to check.
I'm not sure.
We'll confirm it. But which is, I bet you I know almost every other mascot other than Colgate now because they changed it. Because I like the mascot game. But
you do? I do too.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I'm a big fan.
The banana slugs and the whole thing is really
come
fun.
on.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're out here.
Come on, that's easy.
People east of the Mississippi, they don't know.
Give me Williams.
Well, that's a D3.
Oh, I thought you were good.
Wow.
I thought you were good at nicknames.
What's Hamilton?
Continentals.
Amazing. What's Bard?
The lawyers.
No, it's the Raptors.
Dang it.
But I had to.
You had to go there.
I had to. That's my guy.
Count.
That's my guy.
Oh, that's right.
That's my guy.
Tufts.
I don't know.
Everyone knows Division I.
I don't know the D3.
Right,
I don't know
the Jumbos.
Great school. Is that right? Is that what it is?
Let's go.
That's
all
great.
right. Never mind.
St. Lawrence? What's St. Lawrence? You know St. Lawrence?
We used to play St. Lawrence.
I went to their camp to play.
Hold on. You didn't have to go here. St. Lawrence. Ben. I want to say St. Lawrence Knights.
I think it's the Saints.
Oh, I think it is.
I'm pretty
sure
it's
the
Saints. Yeah.
That was close.
It is. You were
Not
that was
really.
great. That's good. That was good. That was good.
All right, go ahead.
Now I don't. Oh, so if there was a year, where you wanted to say, hey, the net's important to us, you could take like a Patriot League winner that's figured out at 11-1 and say, hey, we're going to boost your seed because there's no travel. This would be the year to do it.
Yeah,
that was my implication.
Yeah.
So I had overseeded them in our discussion. Patriot League generally gets like a 13, 14, 15, 16 seed.
Correct.
That's generally where they're
correct. And they've had some really good teams. Bucknell's had some teams.
Yeah.
Oh, better
Bucknell's
had. And Colgate might honestly be one.
They may be really good. Yeah, I don't know.
They may be, but I'm like, but we have to get past BU, Army, and Navy or Holy Cross,
and that's it. Yeah.
They're actually. I know they watch their program, and because it's weird. My assistant at San Francisco and his brother-in-law is assistant at Colgate, so it's very, very, very tight. So there's a big rivalry, the Colgate-Columbia. No one knows that was going on.
I love
That's
it.
why I'm a little like, come on,
13? I love it. Yeah.
But they've done a really good job.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We got Soup Chat. The Soup Chat guys have some trivia. We got a ton of Twitter questions. We got a ton.
Well, let's go Twitter.
Okay, let's do it.
They're not bringing the heat.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. No trout salad, maybe
no,
not.
They're kind of mailed it in.
All right. We will do. We'll do Twitter next. Well, if you got questions, M_Chaz, that's easy to keep track of, and we'll do it. We're talking buckets here with Kyle Smith. actually. And by the way, can't wait to get back to Zeppo's where the Palouse comes to play and eat when the time does come. Our people are great people. Let's do Twitter questions here. Jennifer Delzer wants to know.
Oh, she's loyal.
Great Coug. Loves the show. Huge fan of the show. Love Jennifer. With such an amazingly young team, how difficult is it to get them to buy into the payoff of doing all the little things early in a basketball game? Her anecdote is she's thinking about taking the offensive foul on De Silva early in the Stanford game and how crucial that was later on.
Well, it's kind of they're kind of browbeaten early on in their careers. Actually, before their whole hustle stat paradigm, if you will, is based on that, is just doing little things and quantifying the intangibles. And so they are browbeaten into doing that. So that's kind of what we're supposed to look like.
Day one.
Right. Day one, possession one, and that's what we measure each possession, how you perform in that. That's really your HPP, hustle point per possession.
There you go.
And that's really what we measure. So it's actually with young guys, because they are like a lump of clay, they're kind of, you can kind of, it's hard because they're physically not mature enough and they don't have the stamina, they don't have the strength. But you can work it. If they don't have bad habits coming in, you create their own habits. If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. Dave wants to know. Dave's also a frequent listener. It's been a lot of fun watching Isaac grow as a player from a fan's perspective. How have you seen him grow from your perspective as a coach? And then in parentheses, if he decides to move on, please say thanks from the fans.
Isaac, because we talk about, I mention all the time, we want guys with great attitude, great work ethic, guys who really want to be here. And he has grown maturity-wise. Like he was, I think, Student Athlete of the Month in, I don't know, December or whatever. And it was hard early getting him to go to class, do things, whatever. He'd make an adjustment from junior college. So proud of that because we talk about faith, family, team, and academics. And and the idea is like, what else are you going to be doing, man? If you're not concentrating on your team or you're take advantage of this education, do that. So he's really grown there. And then we do, and I always tell people because he's got the hair and he's got a little swagger to his game for sure. But I just make hard point to say like, hey, he defends. He has respect of his teammates. Like we do our internal leadership survey, and it's not just about who's a good player, but it's really about who cares about you off the court, who's looking out for you. And I was just stunned that how much respect he garnered from his teammates, and how much. So that doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah,
you have to be involved with him, have a relationship with him, and his work ethic and that. I think he's really a good role model that way. So. Like I said, I think he needs one more year. But no, I really do. I think he could really, and really this is the only time he's been 2 years consecutively in his college career. So it's like I told him, I said, you'll be amazed how much just knowing what the landscape's like, going through college again, and obviously a weird year with COVID.
Yeah.
And if you'd be really stunned if you had a third year playing in front of fans.
Well, and there was a senior day video tribute, and there were no fans there.
Yeah,
no.
No.
And all the
Wait a second, you're discounting my.
There
wife.
I beg your pardon. There were 200 fans there max.
Yeah.
200 by law.
Yeah, by law.
Max.
Yeah.
And there should be 12,000 fans.
Yeah,
there.
no, and you don't. And I think actually, Isaac's comments were great. He's basically expressed how much he appreciated being here and the love he's felt from this community. And he's an inner city guy, didn't know what to expect, took a chance, and which is great about this place. That guys have really. Embrace it. They love it. Once they get here, it is remote and that. What makes it
nowhere
unique.
like it.
No, absolutely, and I think he understands it. And I'm pushing hard to get one more year.
Yeah.
And see if I might have promised to raise the number, and if we have a good year, go to the tournament, put the number up.
Now we're talking.
Well, we'll just put a wig up there like his hair.
I love it. Hey, Tim wants to know: have you ever coached a player with a similar skill set to Andre, to Yaki?
You know what? I got a cheat sheet. I saw some of these questions.
So
did
you?
Somebody's
been slipping you questions.
It was my mom.
Oh,
Let me fess up. That's why I asked you if there's a Susan Rosenblum.
So
I can see if she's probably watching on. Is this online? She's probably dialed in.
Yeah, it's
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Andre, we had a couple guys. Was it Columbia? Maybe not the same size, but we had a guy, Alex Rosenberg.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Out of Short Hills.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
yeah. No,
really nice area.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no.
Short Hills is the wealthiest town in the country.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That doesn't shock me. So he was same size, not as strong. really could handle the ball, and more of a scorer than Andre, but capable. And then we had another guy, Isaac Cohen.
There you go. Yeah, Columbia. Yeah.
Not Jewish.
Oh,
believe
sneaky.
it or not. That was
the Max,
Isaac Cohen,
like
not Jewish.
Like Max Scherzer.
Yes,
just decided he's not. Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
But really played forward, point forward, same deal. Like really, he didn't score, but he was an unbelievable passer. And was really our de facto point guard. So we have a penchant for. I think those, and that's why I kind of thought coming to Washington State. I didn't know. I'm kind of excited that we've been able to with Jefferson. If we had him this year, we might have lined up. If he was able to crack the starting lineup, we could have been one of the probably the quickest team in the league. Never would have expected that.
Wow. Yeah.
But like Jefferson, if you rolled out there, Jefferson, Isaac, Noah, F.A., Deshaun, you're pretty quick.
We gotta go back into some Cougar lore, and there's no numbers for this. I gotta go talk to people. When's the last time the Cougs were the most athletic team in the pack?
There's no way to. I don't want to get caution myself. I said one of them.
Okay.
That five, those five. Now coming off the bench, we're bringing some. Would be bringing some change-ups. Markovetsky, Yakimovsky, Kuntz. Kuntz actually pretty quick.
Yeah.
But no, but I was just saying, like you could put some heat on like some. And I thought we'd be more. Those are the guys you have to get, like the combo forwards, combo guards, mismatch pieces, but and tweak some of the things we do offensively. And Andre's like, the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know, like, is he a 3? Is he a 4? We call him sevens. He's a 7. He thinks he's a point guard, but no, you're a 7. You can play both 3 and 4. Yeah, you're so.
Yeah.
And we have offensive stuff that we do that. So we've had a couple, and they're fun to watch when they get it. We really get comfortable out there.
Keith wants to know, on the current roster, who could you see being the first to jump into coaching when their playing days are done?
I would guess the most obvious one, but he really only because his dad was a coach.
Okay. Oh, it was Rapp.
Rapp.
Yeah,
Rapp's dad was a coach.
I knew that.
Am I missing anybody? I don't see Noah being a coach. I don't think.
What about IB?
Isaac could be.
Isaac's got
Isaac could be.
leadership.
You know what? And you know what? He works with younger kids. I wouldn't be surprised him to, like, doing development with younger guys and even high school. But if he wanted to be, he's just. You know what's hard is that he should have a long playing career.
Yeah.
And when he's done, wrapped up, it'll be hard to recalibrate. He'll be 30-something and have to. So I don't know, but I'm trying to think. Am I missing anybody? Jazz, maybe. I mean, but I don't know what he'd be like. He's just the guys that are really diligent on the hustle stats.
Yeah,
they could be coaches.
Yeah,
that's usually how it works.
Interesting.
And even Andre, same thing. But they're kind of they're basketball's out ahead of them, and the rule is you play as long as you can play.
Oh yeah.
And then you coach as long as you coach.
Yeah.
And then you sell insurance.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Real estate or insurance, which way are you going?
Yeah. ED wants to know, how are you preparing to beat Arizona Thursday when the last time we played again? Do not answer this question. I didn't read this question until I
free throws?
I didn't
What is it? Just finish it now.
How are you preparing to beat Arizona on Thursday when the last time we played against them, the game was rigged against us? Ryan Rapp isolation, maybe? That kid kid is a walking bucket, needs his usage increased.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it.
I agree.
We found Rapp's burner, by the way, Ethan Davis, 517. Yeah.
Ethan, glad you have a really astute eye for talent.
Yeah.
And, Rapp has an MCL sprain.
Okay.
But we've been working a lot prior to that, just 1-4 flat. Just flatten out the floor.
Spread it out.
Let him cook.
Put him up. Yeah. Listen.
Let Rapp
40's
cook.
nothing.
That's soup chat.
40's nothing.
Soup chat off. They hit me with it too. Let Rapp cook. So
I love it. When he gets hot, look, he's efficient. He's big. He's great.
He has his moments. But they're loyal Cougs. There's a kid that's going to Stanford, Issa Silva.
Okay. All right.
One of my guys saw him. And this is last year. He's like, I saw him play. Rapp's better. Rapp's played 9 minutes. But anyway, it's good.
Great kid, by the way.
No, he's a good kid.
Peyton, I apologize. It's either Peyton or Patton Malley. Not a question, but just let Coach know his reaction on that 5-second call was incredible and exactly how many of us were feeling.
Yeah. I said, someone asked, my prep school coach, I had coffee with him today, Mike Perry. Shout out to Mike.
There you go. That's fun.
He lives worked at Idaho, but he's like, he was kind of lecturing me on that moment. And I go, to be honest, I said, I was lucky I didn't get a tag. But at the same time, I said, be honest, Coug Nation kind of likes it.
Oh,
I gotta be,
yeah,
I gotta be honest.
fight.
He goes, "What?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, have you seen Mike Leach's live?" It's like they don't mind a little. We're the
they love
underdogs.
the fights. Yeah, they don't want to get.
And I just thought they took the game from us right there. Thank God.
And there are 2 calls that off my head
the
in
block shot
football.
Oh, in football
over the last 5
years.
Yeah. And we got to go back a little bit. I'm going to ring some hearts. I'm going to make people. But there's an Ivan McLennan strip sack of Christian McCaffrey that was the game, and then the Porter Gustin the target on Gardner and the whole the controversy surrounding that. And there's been some other stuff. So you're now. I will say I have a wildly unpopular. I want to also go back the other way here.
If he says it, I might punch him.
You don't just.
All right. You saw what I can do.
Just don't get violent Don't get violent, but for the most part, like when you're talking about Vern Harris, when you're talking about some of these Pac officials are very, very good.
Yeah.
And I was on Twitter and I saw an Oregon game, I think it was, and then that had nothing to do with the Cougs, and they're just crushing the officials. I said, well, I'm curious, who was doing the game? Let's take, and one of them was Vern.
Okay.
And I'm looking at it going like, well, he's a Final Four ref.
Yeah.
He's about as good as it gets in America. And then I was looking around and I realized, gosh, I think the Big Ten thinks they have the worst refs. And I think the Big East thinks they have the worst refs. And the ACC thinks they have the worst refs. And I'm not trying to be wildly apologetic
honestly,
for miscalls.
I'm going to be honest, and please record this.
I think we are. Yeah.
And make it known to the nation. I've coached at the other level.
Yeah.
It's a lot better here.
Oh,
it's a lot better here.
Well, I worked in the Big South for a while.
Imagine.
And every once in a while they would try new officials.
That's where they tell them. That's where their
first game.
Yeah.
Knowing the rules is the bar we're trying to leap over here because they're brand new.
Oh, it's tough.
And they're trying to be. You got to be proactive because you see it, you call it, you don't have any experience.
And more than anything, and I wish it wasn't part. FIBA refs don't talk to coaches.
Oh, interesting. By rule, they just don't.
They just don't.
Yeah.
I believe that. So at least I'm going to sell it like it is, and I would much rather prefer that.
Interesting. Just skip the dialogue.
There's some gamesmanship that I rather not deal with.
Interesting. Just shut it down.
But you look over the other sideline, the other guy's got him in his huddle.
So you kind of have to, yeah.
I just feel like, wait, what's going on over there? Why,
Yeah.
And but honestly, it's good officiating, and the only thing that one moment is I think both officials down here went 5-5.
Yeah, it was tough.
And out of the rafters came the
it was tough.
timeout.
Yeah,
and I'm I might have lost my mind because I honestly had already. Because I was like, we're down 3, we're getting the ball.
Yeah, you're ready to coach.
I already had the play. I said, we got to get a 3 here. I was like, and it's probably a half a second, but I was like, because I was all right, we get this 5 count.
It was late, too.
I was like, they just took the game away from us.
Yeah, brutal.
And then we almost had another chance to get us, almost forced a turnover there.
We've got 5 more questions, and we're running out of time because we got a trip. We're going to do a rapid fire.
It's official.
Coach, your favorite thing about Pullman?
Oh, dang, that's the snow.
All right,
I love snow.
All right, I love that. Riley, Coach Dick Bennett used to walk out to Jukebox Hero before home games.
That's awesome.
Based on a comment he made likening his team to that song. What would your walkout song be? Also, love your intensity during the games.
It would probably be Do What You Like by Digital Underground.
We've talked about this. That's right. That's right.
Or if everyone would know the Humpty Dance, but truthfully, if you do what you like.
John, how do you – this is – John's a new one.
Okay,
John, how do you raise your awareness for transition defense?
Oh, God. We worked
want
on
to do
all
that
day
next
today.
year?
Yeah, it's just is he asking as a coach, or is that a shot at us?
No, I think he's honestly asking. I think he's really asking.
We actually literally, I'll go through whatever. We literally spent 20 minutes on it, and it should have been 4 minutes, but it's important, especially heading down to the desert.
Zuku wants to know, has the conference said anything regarding fans at the Pac tournament? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I'm not sure. How distracting, Dave asks, how distracting is the curtain of distraction in Tempe?
Don't even know what you're talking
about. Well, perfect. There you go.
Actually, I do. They did a Sunday, but not there.
Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill 2020. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Trivia is coming up next year with Kyle Smith. your share of millions in jackpots at Northern Quest. That'll do it every time. Northern Quest, now playing, now paying. We're up against it. We went long with Twitter questions, which is great. We love people contributing to the show and listening. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll do trivia next. Here with Kyle Smith. Let's get right to it. We got about 5 minutes, from a little less, 4 minutes for trivia. So let's fire the music up. Here we go. There are 26 triple-doubles in Pack history.
Ooh.
By 21 players.
Ooh.
Which player holds the record for most career Pack triple-doubles?
Jason Kidd.
Correct. That is correct. Well done. He has 4. And he had 3 in 1 year. Music, please. Music, please. Which Pack player holds the record for most 40-plus point conference games?
Ooh, 40-plus. Eddie House had a bundle, but I'm not going there.
Great guess.
That wasn't a guess.
Oh, okay.
Was that right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Damon Stoudemire.
Incorrect. Go bigger. Go bigger.
Taller? Lou Alcindor?
Yes, correct. Lou Alcindor. There you go. Lou Alcindor.
He's getting 40s?
He scored 61,
That
which
is
Eddie
ridiculous.
House tied.
He's ridiculous.
In that record.
He's underrated.
Right.
That's possible.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah, it's amazing. Shout out to Eggs, by the way, who scored 37 with no three-point line.
That's impressive.
Against the Huskies. There are 65 former Pack players in the NBA right now.
Wow.
Who is the leading scorer of that group this season?
Oh, my goodness.
Who's the leading Pack alum right now, you think, in the NBA?
Since Clay is not playing.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not Clay this year.
Oh, man, I'm drawing a blank here.
It's kind of a tough. Makes sense.
James Harden?
It's not.
It's not Harden?
It's not Harden. The Nets have kind of pulled his. He's down to 25 a game, 24 a game.
Who's ahead of
Zach LaVine?
Oh, that was a tricky.
Yeah,
that was tricky.
28 a game this year for the Bulls.
He is a super talent.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Amazing.
That's a good one.
I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's a good trivia question.
That was a good trivia question.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was yours?
These are all mine. These are all mine. These are all mine.
That.
These are all mine. Except for the random ones. I'm stealing those. Pack golfer Tiger Woods got in a nasty car wreck today.
Yes.
We hope he's okay. He played for Stanford in 1995 and 1996.
Yeah.
In 2 years, he tied the Cardinal career record for wins.
Sure.
He 13 a year, so he played 26 college rounds.
Them?
How many do you think Tiger won?
Wait, he played 26?
Played 26 rounds of golf in college.
You told me he won 13. You just said he won 13.
No. He played 26. He played 13 a year. So he played 13 per season. How many wins did he rack up as a college?
9.
Incorrect, but close. 11. He won 11. And he won 8 his second year. He won 8 of 13.
Ridiculous.
Amazing.
I was going to say Tom Watson. Noah Begay. I thought we were getting
Noah Begay was a teammate. Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. So, you were there. You were right there. All right. Final question. Just a true or false?
John McEnroe.
Just a true. It's just not John McEnroe. True or false? True, false, or John McEnroe. The word typewriter is the longest word that can be typed on only the top word of the keyboard. True or false?
Oh, it's true.
That's correct. That is correct.
Everyone knew that.
I didn't know that.
I thought everyone knew that.
You did not know that.
You learned that like in first day of
I had no
typing
idea.
class. Did you take typing?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You guess so? Or do you?
Well, no, come on. I was the winner. I was the champion. Yeah, there was smoke on that keyboard. I was in 6th grade, just pounding.
I thought that. I remember Mrs. Lamb. That was the first thing she told us.
Typewriter up tied. No, well, there you go. That's how you know these.
Kind of.
Yeah, we need to start like a Pack trivia, like a Pack Jeopardy show.
Sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to get a thing, get the soup chat guys. We need podiums and lights.
I mean, they did a deal this summer. Between me and Hopkins.
Nothing happened this summer.
Yeah, no, it was Zoom. It was my guy Aaron.
Aaron Levine. Oh yeah, he's good. He's a good dude. Yeah,
Aaron Levine. He did.
He did a thing.
He gave a list of trivia questions to Hopkins.
Who won? You got him.
Come on.
You got him. Oh, that's awesome.
Man, that's trivia. I'm tough there.
I love it. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We'll put a bow on it next. It's the Desert Week. It's the last week of the regular season. 3 games. 3 games in the desert. Kyle gets to stay with the Cacti for longer. We'll take a break. Come back live here with Coach Smith. Right back at it live here with Coach Smith. We've got ourselves the Desert Week. You got Arizona, and then Arizona State, and then Arizona State, because naturally you're going to play 2 when you go to Tempe.
That's how we do it.
What you do.
Prefer it.
Yeah, and like you said, you get a little bit of sun. You get to.
Yeah, I might bring my sticks. Why not?
I'm going to be really jealous if you. I know you're not going to tee it up, but I'm going to be jealous if you get to tee it up.
I mean, I might bring my putter or something. Ben will go over there.
Not a bad idea.
Ben's coming with us. That's a little putting contest.
Tell you what, stay down there. We'll do the coaches show Tuesday. Bring Katie. Bring the kid.
Yeah.
We'll do a whole thing.
I'm all for it.
the Arizona. Oh, we got 60 seconds. I was just about to ask you about we got to do a 2-hour show, Coach. I mean, this is.
I'm game.
It's not enough time. It's a huge thanks to Jerry Kylo, our engineer, for getting us on the air. Man behind the camera, Jared Prangoober. Ben Lasky, our sports information director, is directing traffic here in the booth. Jake Hermana back in the U.S. Bank Network studios. Coach, good luck. You got yourself huge opportunity here.
Absolutely. Let's see what we can do.
Get to 500 in the league. You get to 17-10. I know you don't. I know, but I get to say it. You don't get to say it, but I get to say it.
Do it when I'm not around.
Well, but it's more fun with the reaction.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll get a mask thrown. I'm going to try to get a mask thrown. Thanks, Coach. Thanks,
All right.
Hey, go Cougs. Good luck.